Hey normal people, welcome back to our channel where we bring you the worst footage of cars narrowly avoiding crashes and other subjects of video clips that definitely aren't reversed. In today's high-octane and fast-paced topic, we've put together 15 minutes of heart-stopping and potentially back-breaking moments where drivers had to think hyper-quick on their feet to avoid a collision. So sit back, grab a crate of whiskey, and let's watch other people having a worse time than us. These clips contain anything from busy intersections where drivers fail to stop at a red light to drivers trying to merge onto highways but failing to see the car in their blind spot when reversing at 90 kilometers per hour. If anybody wants to play a cool fun new game, send me $5,000 cash to my home address. It'll be a great laugh. I dare ya. In 2020, a total of 35,766 fatal car accidents occurred on the roadways across the United States. Another 1.6 million crashes resulted in injuries and 360,000 caused property damage. Let me know in the comments if you've ever driven through a store window in a truck, then eaten an enormous box of magic mushrooms at the wheel and entered a hallucinogenic coma. According to the source Value Penguin, the number of car accidents decreases slowly each year. However, the number of fatal accidents per mile driven is on the rise, the worst state being Mississippi, where there were 25 crashes per 100,000 residents in 2020. What's going on in Mississippi? Is that where the Stevie Wonder School of Motoring was founded? Driving under the influence of liquor and drugs is great fun, but also illegal. So, when you factor in speeding and other offenses such as not wearing a seatbelt, they all contribute to being the top behaviors that lead to car accident deaths. The safest way to travel undoubtedly has to be swimming, but it's not as easy as you think to find a network of waterways that will take you to your destination, and I often feel, how can I put this, dumb carrying a large tank of water around on 4 skateboards just so that I can swim everywhere. I've noticed the neighbor's curtains twitching. The largest increase in behavioral causes is attributed to hit and runs, which, at the last time of reporting, was up 26% in 2020. This figure could be into quadruple digits in 2023. Who knows? Now, I'm not adverse to hit and runs if the right person is well researched in advance and hit for a valid reason, such as they were previously caught dithering in the checkout aisle or at Sam Smith. Did you know that one car accident occurs every 6 minutes in the US? Let me know in the comments if you've ever adopted a snow leopard following a TV commercial and frantically rushed about redecorating the spare bedroom especially, only to learn it doesn't actually get to live with you. Accident fatalities as a result of texting and driving are hard to measure accurately. However, there are 9 fatal car accidents every day due to distracted driving, which includes texting. A guy I used to work with built a home gymnasium in the back of his truck, and whilst performing reps on the bench press, he accidentally drove through an airport fence and into a Boeing 777 which exploded. He pleaded innocent to dangerous driving, but the judge claimed he must have been texting at the wheel. When he explained he had just nipped into the back of the truck for a workout, the judge insisted my friend was insulting his intelligence and put the claim down to texting whilst driving. My friend is currently filing a motion to appeal the decision. His arms look great though. The group with the highest number of accident fatalities is 25 to 34-year-olds, which accounts for 20% of car accident deaths. I remember being a kid, when it was cool to drive fast, do donuts, and spill banana milkshake down blue jeans so that people thought that you were trendy and awesome. But I get it. Safety is paramount, and that's why manufacturers are continuously looking for new ways to preserve life in transport, such as the airline industry, where your life really matters, and you can fly safe in the knowledge knowing that you could smash into a mountain at 700 kilometers per hour and your flimsy lap belt will be called into action and save you. Excellent! Parents first have to lead by example, by never driving distracted, as well as reducing their kids to tears by having a talk with their young driver about distraction and the responsibilities that comes with driving and safe sex in the same sentence. Having everyone in the family sign the pledge to commit to distraction-free driving and adequate protection. Remind your teen driver that in states with graduated driving licensing, better known as the GDL, a violation of distracted driving laws could mean a delayed or suspended license and 109 years in jail. A recent report stated that the NHTSA leads the fight nationally against distracted driving by educating Americans about its dangers and partnering with the states and local police to enforce laws against distracted driving that help keep us safe. What a mouthful. The last time I was pulled over by a cop, I questioned his decision and accused him of inviting me to the side of the highway only to see if I really was as sexy as I appeared in the rearview mirror. He denied it, but it was all I could think of, as I was drunk. As of December 2022, there were over 284 million vehicles operating on roads throughout the US, and it was predicted that in 2023 there will be a projected 243 million licensed drivers on US roadways, which is up from 238.6 million in 2022. My ex-girlfriend was very money-driven, and she drove a Porsche, but she and her alone was everything I ever needed or wanted. Money could not buy happiness, only her, and so the eternal panic of thinking of things to say to her distracted me from the crippling anxiety of being alive. It transpired that the fastest thing on land wasn't my ex-girlfriend's Porsche, but her herself, when one of her secret boyfriends or husbands texted her and she would throw herself into a paddling pool when a name appeared that I shouldn't see. I did wonder why she kept carrying a paddling pool around with her, like to the store, to the movie theater, and to my grandpa's funeral, and so forth. Traffic accidents and fatalities don't just affect drivers and their passengers, they also affect pedestrians and cyclists, as to not be accused of racism. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, in 2022, pedestrian fatalities increased by 2%. Cyclists fared worse, with an 8% increase in traffic-related deaths. Most of them probably deserve, in the way they actually believe in their ruptured little minds, that the roads are exclusively for them, don't signal, sway into lanes, and cause more injuries than smiles. So, next time you see one of those selfish, patronizing bigots thinking they are in the Tour de France, make sure to mow them down like Skittles, then simply delete your dashcam footage. And theirs. One of the least common causes of road traffic accidents is humpback whales leaping off the sidewalk in front of a bus because they were desperate to get to the library, but odd occurrences may happen from time to time. For example, I was on holiday in Turkey with my ex-girlfriend, and we were sunbathing round the pool. She was reading a book about how complexity theory emphasizes interactions and the accompanying feedback loops that constantly change systems, and I was down to finding my last Waldo. The bar staff and lifeguard were all dribbling and imagining raping my ex when a young girl fell into the pool and began drowning. I had to think quick and I dived in to save the girl, and I did save the girl. Her parents could not have been happier, and I was a hero around the pool for a week. This is a genuinely true story. The bar staff and lifeguard even pulled up their shorts and thanked me, then went straight back to molesting my ex. I'm not really sure I'm going with this story, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm not an actual C-bomb. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried injecting milk back into a cow's udder because you wanted to save the planet, or snogged a moth for a bet. Now, we've blamed humans for everything so far, but the weather impacts the chances of car accidents happening too. 17% of car crashes occur during the winter, and weather-related car accidents kill more people in a year than large-scale weather disasters, including lightning. I once tried to take a sneaky photo of a hot lady on the bus sitting opposite me, but I forgot I had my flash on. So, as to not make it obvious when I had blinded her, I looked out of the window and made the sound to replicate the sound of lightning. Being vastly above clever, I thought I had gotten away with it, only to remember we were in the middle of a heat wave, and we were actually in the female changing rooms at the swimming pool. See, I told you I swam. But what about the cost of all these accidents? Well, road accidents do not only lead to the loss of life, but also, more importantly, damage to property. The economic implication of road accidents in the US can be as high as $800 billion a year, or the equivalent of a day's wage of a hired hand given authority to run our country into the ground. I hope the fact checkers run this one through, as I can't get into Google right now. In fact, the last thing I Googled was, how many blades of grass would it take to build a raft capable of carrying 7 dogs, a bowling ball, and 3 Chinese owls to Germany? It was a slow day. I'd be lost without Google, as I only know 4 things, and they're all about goldfish, and I've already forgotten 3 of them. The world has become reliant on technology for most of its activities, and driving is no exception. We can send rockets to the moon, yet we still can't find a vending machine that accepts a crumpled $5 note or a microwave meal that isn't an ice cube on the inside and molten lava on the outside. Nevertheless, cars are improving. I hope one day that when driverless cars are the majority, I can sit back, close my eyes, and listen to my sleep hypnosis downloads, as it becomes a bit of a struggle to enjoy them now whilst driving an articulated lorry. We're almost there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you're a good person. It's free. And don't forget to let me know in the comments if you've ever had diarrhea into a McDonald's bag, then blown air inside and popped it in a stranger's face. Goodbye.
International system.